So I remember the first time I saw you, and I was at my friend's house. She had cable, and I looked up, and we were supposed to be doing some cupcakes or whatever. And when I saw your work, I was just like, "Who is this guy?"
Was it Mambo Mouth back in
Yes,
the day?
it was.
Oh, my first show ever. Yeah, 1991.
John, I mean, okay, I'm giving the other people props, like people like Eddie Murphy and people like Tyler Perry that transform into another person. Yeah. But you've been doing this forever.
I was the first.
Forever.
I was first, man. And then I was the first guy dressing like a chick. I was the first guy doing his whole family. Playing my grandparents, playing everybody in costume and everything. And it's all good. That's what you're supposed to do. Put it out there.
Right.
And give people the tools to do it themselves.
Saw John Wick. Loved it.
Oh, John Wick, Keanu, man.
Yes.
I got mad respect for that boy.
Is he like really quiet in person?
No, he's not.
Okay.
He's really funny, man. He's really chill. And he doesn't sound like he used to, like, hey, dude.
Oh, really?
He doesn't do that anymore.
Really?
That's guy.
Okay.
Hey, you want to hang, have a beer, man?
Oh, no.
That's kind of guy. So without the mans now. Now he says, you want to have a beer? Yeah, we'll have it. No, I had fun with him, man. We had great laughs. Unfortunately, I'm not in the whole movie. I'm just in a small part of it.
Yeah.
I just help him out in the flick.
Now, last night I caught almost. Am I like in the middle of the chef? Because I told you I stopped. Yeah, I'm super excited.
You're almost done.
Watch.
You're like in the end of second act, the two-thirds in.
Unbelievable. I mean, anything that has to do with pursuing what you're meant to do in life. If you're watching,
that journey. That's the beautiful thing about Chef. It's about finding yourself, questing, going for what you really believe in your dreams.
Yes.
And the fact that that's really where the happiness is. It's not success. It's not the reviews. It's not the money. It's the crafting, man, the craft.
I know. Although I do suggest, ladies, if you want to continue the size that you're at, don't watch it at night like me last night. Because not that I would know. I wanted to go to like a buffet and then go to bed.
It's food porn. Don't go there hungry because it's food porn.
It was
your stomach.
crazy.
I saw it at the film festival. We'd all been waiting.
No.
All the stomachs were drowning out of you. All you hear is
still a beautiful film, and the way that it was shot, it's a different style. It's very nice, and it's very like for the whole family.
Favreau's an artist, man. He's an artist. He's the director, writer, and producer. He's very inspiring to me because I did my own thing too, like him.
Yeah.
Fugly.
Yeah.
And mine's about it. It comes out on VOD November 25th out here. Select theaters across the country.
Really, that's my birthday. Perfect.
Feliz cumpleaños. But that was about, it happened to me when I was 12.
Yeah.
At 10 days of 12. I walked into my first junior high school class.
Okay.
And I was having a bad face, hair, all kind of day. And these girls turn around, look, Leguizamo is fugly. Look how fugly he is. And the whole class was like, ah! And that was my nickname for a painful year of my life.
But you know what? You're making that lemonade out of the lemon.
That's what I'm doing. I'm squirting it out there, getting my eyeball out.
Now, speaking of all your movies, which, I don't know if y'all have looked up John Leguizamo. It's ridiculous. My personal favorite, just because I love the holidays, and since I don't have family and I don't have kids, I like to put on my plug-in Walgreens tree, okay? Nothing like the holidays.
Does it revolve? Does it revolve like a rotisserie?
No, that one it's just, to plug in. I don't have to do anything. But nothing like the holidays to me.
Oh, the movie.
Yes.
I thought you were talking about the real holidays.
No.
Yeah, I love that movie.
But what I'm saying is around the holidays, I love to do that. I love to get out my tree, and I love to watch it on purpose because it's something that I can watch every year and just,
and it's sweet, man. It's a sweet, beautiful film. A lot of heart.
I love
Freddie
it.
Rodriguez.
I can never get tired of it.
Me too. I love that flick. The lady who played my mom just passed.
I know.
And she was a great performer, and I
very
did a lot
accomplished
of movies.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, such a natural like you.
She was natural. What a great human being. She was always a great human being.
I want to know, John, what you did with your first check. Don't lie to me.
Back in the day?
Yes.
My first check that I remember that was huge was $40,000 for casualties of war. And I went to the bank to deposit, and I got robbed.
No.
They did
it was
the late 80s, and there was all these scams going on. There was these scams, and I didn't know about it. It was the ice cream scam, the ketchup mustard scam, the baby stroller scam. So I got the ketchup scam. I was online, and I had my I'm going to deposit money suit.
Yeah.
Look a little more upscale.
Yeah.
And this lady passed by. She goes, "Look, oh man, you're bleeding. What happened to your leg?" So I turn around, and I got all this red stuff on my pantsuit. So this other man comes over, and tries to help me wipe it. And then the other lady runs with my bag, which had my check in it.
Yeah.
And I'm wiping and it's ketchup. And they both run out and I called the cops and I couldn't get them.
I see stuff like that doesn't happen in Colorado. It's that New York, you know.
Yo, New York, yeah, you know, big cities. That's what they do all
goodness.
over. I got robbed in Paris too. I mean, maybe I just look like that guy.
No. Oh my gosh. As I look at my notes,
I got robbed in French, which is much more elegant. Oh,
I know.
Yeah, goodbye.
Everything sounds amazing, even if they're telling you after, like, that's beautiful.
Bordel, salade, dégueulasse. Yeah.
Oh my
It
god.
sounds good when they curse you. Yeah.
Who makes you laugh as a comedian?
Cat
John?
Williams.
Really, I really wonder that. I'm like, I gotta ask him who makes him laugh.
Cat Williams makes me laugh. You know, Chris Rock makes me laugh too.
Okay.
And Cedric the Entertainer.
Okay.
I
really wondered that because your skill is just so, it's all, you're multi-talented.
Cat Williams especially, but
Cat
Cedric
Williams.
too.
Uh-huh.
And of course, back in the day it was Richard Pryor, man. Richard Pryor.
Oh, of course.
And Lily Tomlin.
Yeah.
Whoopi Goldberg's first show.
Yeah.
Was my inspiration for everything I do.
All right. Now, I don't know if when I get off of work, I don't really necessarily go home and listen to a lot of radio because that's what I do all day.
Yeah, you don't want to be doing.
I don't know if you watch a lot of movies, but another thing that I was thinking about on my way here to ask you is, what's the last movie or role that you watched that when you walked out of the theater or the screening or whatever, you were like, man, I would have loved to have that role?
Oh, that's a great question. Oh man.
I mean, it's okay if it's like a Martha Stewart type of thing. It just
it was.
Yeah, never know.
No, it was Wolf of Wall Street. I would have liked to have done something like that. Something like
I can
really
totally
high end,
see that.
Really, because I know these Wall Street type cats. I know,
yes.
They're very gangstery. A lot of them are.
I love that answer.
Yeah.
Now, if you could go back to your 20-year-old self, okay, because watching Ghetto Clown, people that have never watched you in that limelight and that scene and that mode, you learn a lot about you from the beginning to now. What would you have told your 20-year-old self if you could go back? What's the one thing you would say?
I would have told myself to enjoy what I was doing, because I wasn't, I was enjoying it, but I was always wanting to be somewhere else. I was always wanting to be more, and it was never enough, and I never really appreciated what I was doing at the time. I never felt good enough.
And so now you've learned
a lot. So I appreciate a lot more what I do and what that I can do.
Right.
Back then I was just, it was like a hustle. I was like, I just wanted. Every time I wrote a show, I wanted to write another one, and it was never good enough. And I wanted more and more.
Yeah.
Kind of obsessed and over ambitious.
Yeah. See, I don't see that being a problem, but I get what you mean. Especially
because you got to enjoy yourself, man.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's like working your whole life to get somewhere, and by the time that person gets somewhere, whether it's law school or to be a doctor, they're not happy.
Right, but a lot of dudes are like that. A lot of successful CEOs and stuff, they just get too caught up in the grind of numbers and keeping up with the Joneses of themselves.
Right,
and they stop being in the moment and stop enjoying what they're doing. And
okay.
I was enjoying what I was doing, but then somehow part of me was like, it's not enough. You got to do more, man. You got to do bigger, more, bigger, funnier. Do it more. When
did you first realize? I think I can act. I think I can do this entertainment thing. When was that one moment?
When I was 17.
Okay.
It's kind of like in Ghetto Clown, which is on HBO on demand now.
Yes.
Is when I met
totally worth your time, by the way.
With this little old lady.
Yeah.
I was 17.
Uh-huh.
And I found her because nobody in my family been acting or artists. They were just immigrants. Lovely immigrants. And I found this lady in the Yellow Page. That's how old I am. I used the Yellow Pages. I didn't use, Google. And I found this, and it said acting school. So I called this lady. I didn't even know she was old. I get there, this 100-year-old Methuselah lady opens the door. She's like, come on in. Oh my God, your accent is so thuggy. We're gonna have to work at that horrible sound of yours. And I started acting with her, and man, she put me in this one scene about this kid who was trouble from the hood and problems with his dad and therapy. And I was like, oh my God, that was me. And I just found myself in that scene. And I got offers from a lot of NYU students to do their films. And so I was like, wow, that was Hollywood for me,
Yeah. So besides, you said Fugly comes out November 25th.
November 25th on VOD in select cities. And and then tonight I'm at Comedy Works here.
Oh yeah,
in your city
I'm
of
gonna
Denver.
hit all that. And I think Mel, if I'm not correct, she's in the house.
Melly Mel.
Yeah, Melly Mel. One of them is sold out tomorrow, right? That's what I saw online. Right, so you better get to it, comedyworks.com, or call 720-274-6800, and I'll be telling you this all morning.
They'll get
you know
some
how I
standing room.
am.
We'll get them some standing room.
Right?
You can stand in the back, or you can serve, and you can earn your keep as well.
Mira a pleasure. I mean, this
Un
was
placer,
a
igualmente,
dream.
bendición.
Totally. Thank you for stopping by, and we're going to be putting this on our website, so I'm super excited.